Feed it over to him. That's a long triple. That one misfires, and they're going to call a loose ball foul on Bozer. So we'll ship things over to the Big Baller brand. Lamelo Ball has his pocket picked. A steal there by Dotson. Devin to the rim. He lays it up like a gentleman off glass. Devin Dotson was brought in to announce just yesterday he would be playing in this event in the top 100 of the ESPN rankings and on Rivals.com as an impressive layup there by Lawson as well. Starts things, it's 4-0 early. No highlight play, so the dismay of most of our fans in attendance. Harkless, a feed inside, and there's the first points of the ball game for the UCLA commit, Lamelo Ball. 4-2 the score. Francis, in terms of crowd you've seen, where does this rank up for an AAU game, or for a high school game, we'll call it as well, to incorporate both groups?
Well, it has grown to a point now where I can truthfully say I don't think I've ever seen a setting quite like this. You know, we started talking about this probably about, I don't know, what, 6:30, 7 o'clock?
Yep.
And now we're looking at something after 9. 6:30 or 7 o'clock, it was still manageable. Now, you know, we talked about it not being out of control. It's been a friendly crowd, just a basketball crowd, people coming to, having been on the same page, wanting to see the same thing. But the way it has grown, I can safely say I've not ever seen anything quite like this.
Yeah, I'm glad we've achieved that realm, because I was hoping that this crowd and this chaos would bring you to that point at some point in time.
I was at Rucker Park one time for an event where, you know, people were up on the fences,
right,
just trying to get a vantage point where they could see, but it wasn't this many people.
James misfires on that jump shot. They'll call a loose ball foul. See who it goes against. Lawson and James were both there. They'll hit Dontarius with the personal. 6-2 the score here early. James, Dotson, and Lawson scoring all 6 for SC Supreme. Meanwhile, Lamelo Ball, a layup here in the early going. Only points for the Big Ballers. Lamelo will walk it up. He's ranked number 18 in Rivals 2019. His jump shot misfires. And there's the rebound taken by James. He lost it. Now he gets it back on the feed from Bozer. Dontarius absorbs contact, rises, misfires. He got his own board. Dontarius again off glass. That time it rolls true. James has 4, and it's 8-2, a 6-point lead for SC Supreme. Ball, good pass. He finds a wide open man in Pluma, but his jumper's off the far right side of the rim, goes out of bounds.
You know, we had our
back to SC Supreme.
Had our issues with the, you know, the fire marshals having some concerns about the size of the crowd. Well, you can see they gave up.
Yeah, it appears so. There's an attempted chase down block by Dotson. The layup falls for Puma to make this 8-4. It's like if this is a riot or the police are like, you know, we're just going to let it play out.
Yeah, it's like a fire that they just decided to just let it burn itself out.
Exactly. And here we are, indeed, watching this fire burn brightly at the Cashman Center. They'll call a turnover on the far baseline, as looks like the Big Ballers could not maintain the possession there. The Dontarius James will be the trigger man. Yet to see Zion really get a true touch here. Number 12 on your screen in Navy. There's another feed. James leading the way. Dontarius carrying that load. He's got 6 of the 10, and it's 10-4 SC Supreme. Ball gives to Harkless. Harkless now over to Davis. Davis cross court. Pluma for 3. No, will not rattle home. Rebound taken by James. Dontarius. They skip over to Zion. That pass is knocked away, and Pluma takes it. He feeds over to Harkless. Harkless goes and leaves it lazily over to Yarbrough. Now Pluma will try a 3 from deep. That one too strong. Rebound. Who's it last touched by? They'll say by SC Supreme.
Well, Big Ballers, they're going to shoot the 3s. I mean, there's a size mismatch again, as we've seen in a couple of our games. But they're three-point shooting basketball team. They want to play fast. Everybody on the floor is pretty much a good three-point shooter except Yarbrough. But the other four guys on the floor are good shooters.
Second personal foul called on Dontarius James. They're a holding foul away from the basketball. Three's in the air and just left short. Lamelo Ball trying to create an extra possession. Indeed he does. He tips it back out. Now he receives it, falling away for three. He got that to go. There's your first highlight play from your two stars to watch out for. And Lamelo has made this just a three-point game, 10-7. Bozer feeds inside to Lawson. His reverse layup, no good. Rebound, ripped away and taken by Harkless. Harkless to Pluma. Now Melo thought about another one, did Lamelo Ball. Now he'll rise. That one a tougher triple than the one he thought about taking seconds earlier. And the crowd already buzzing off that miss. Dotson to the rim, right at Ball. He's got 4. The lead is 5, 12-7. Harkless puts it on the deck. Drives right by the defender, but blew the layup. And now Zion's first official touch of the ball game. They weren't even going to let him put on the deck. There goes James. James over to Lawson. Lawson got in too deep, turns it over. Here comes Lamelo. Up the way. High off the glass, right at Zion. What a pretty finish by Faquan Davis. And now the crowd getting into it. Zion, his first real offensive touch, and he's fouled immediately by Elijah Harkless. Man, if their mentality is to not let him get any offensive presence, they're going to need a lot of fouls to give.
Well, you see here, high off the glass, great use of the glass, and then he had a little something to say. Davis did too.
I didn't see that. That's what the crowd was oohing at.
Had a little something to
Davis
say.
had a little clap at Zion. The last thing you need is to motivate him further.
Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear.
How many times historically have we learned you don't need to give a player of high caliber any more motivation? But there's a turnover. Pluma finds Ball. Lamelo turning, draws contact, and earns himself some free ones.
You wouldn't get no passes over the line.
So let's backtrack this for a second. So Faquan Davis at Chino Hills High School drives with Zion on his heels and goes at him high off glass in an exhibition game. This is not a Creators Cup game. Claps right at him in his face. That's AAU basketball in a 7-second clip at its finest.
Yep. Everybody's trying to mark their territory. Everybody's trying to make their mark.
A turnover, excuse me, a tip pass, I should say, on the SC Supreme feed. Bozer has it, far right side over to Hensley, and he walked it, did Trevor. So we'll send it over to Big Baller Brand.
And Davis is just face guarding Zion Williamson. I mean, everywhere he goes, he's just right in his face, not letting him catch the ball. He has no help responsibility. His sole responsibility is to not let Zion Williamson touch the basketball.
Ball has the far right side. Unlike Zion, he's been able to run with the offense at ease, and a good dish there by Lamelo over to Yarbrough.
We're about to lose.
First lead of the game for the Big Baller Brand, 13-12 to SC Supreme, as a foul is called on the shot. En route to the cup was Elijah Harkless out of Etiwanda High School in Chino Hills, California. Excuse me, in Colton, California. Misfires in that first free throw. Still have one more as there's a look at that good feed, drive and kick from Lamelo Ball to Yarbrough. And that shot misfired. Both free throws misfired, I should say, by Elijah Harkless. Timeout taken by SC Supreme. We'll take one as well. 6:33 to go in this first half. 14-13 the score. SC Supreme hanging on to a 1-point lead. An exciting one at capacity crowd continues. After this, you're watching the Adidas Uprising Summer Championships right here on ballslife.com.
What's up? This is Dame Lillard. I want to invite you all to come hang out with me and the rest of my Adidas family at Level 3 in Las Vegas, July 27th and 28th. I hope to see you there.
Welcome back to ballislife.com and AdidasUprising.com's continued coverage of this exhibition game in the Summer Championships between SC Supreme and Big Baller Brand as an aggressive take there by Delmar Moore allows him to try to earn these points the hard way at the charity stripe. For those of you just joining us, this is an exhibition game between the Big Ballers and SC Supreme. And this crowd is absolutely absurd. They're cheering in every single play like you'd expect at any event. But, and there's a shot of SC Supreme holding his son. That's his staple look on the Adidas Uprising circuit.
Hey, family first. Family first.
Exactly. Up the Florida roll, we talked about this crowd, though. They've been here lining up and continuing to add and add and add since 6:30 West Coast time, Pacific time. As Lamelo Ball, again, more gasps and oohs and ahs. He took that jumper. That one misfired, though. And on the other end, a tip-back opportunity by James can't go. And a three-pointer opportunity for Harborough off the mark. Rebound, Zion. He goes to James. Donterius lobs it up, gathering, and a solid, savvy play there by Delmar Moore. He could have tried to flush it home, but instead he decides to make the veteran move, the experienced move, come down with it, and then put it up as the Big Ballers turn it over right back to SC Supreme.
And I'm going to give Zion Williamson some credit right now. I mean, I'm sure there probably isn't a defense that he hasn't seen, but he's continued to play hard.
And here he goes. Zion's first real take to the rim and put him on the line. Electricity immediately out of the gate for his first touch. It took roughly 8 minutes, but Zion finally found a driving lane he liked and an opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play upcoming. He sets, fires, left that one short. That's all right, just some jitters.
He's continued to play hard.
Ball, other end, Lamelo, circus layup, can't get it to fall, and Zion, the big man's board, he ripped it away. No, they're going to say it was knocked away by Yarbrough of the Big Ballers. So it'll go to SC Supreme. Zion will be the trigger man. Kicks into James. Donterius will let Devin Dotson, who again just joined SC Supreme yesterday, a member of the ESPN Top 100, as the putback there by Delmar Moore. He's got 9. Leads up to 8, 21-13. Far right side, Harkless. He drives, circus layup, no good. And the foul, though, is drawn by Elijah out of Etwanda High School in Colton, California. He's already shot and split a pair this evening. And he'll have the first of 2 right now that able to rattle home. I've been told by some sources back home that currently on the Ball is live stream as that pair is split, north of 40,000 people right now on the Ball is live stream watching this ball game.
Believe it.
You'd think we'd have 40,000 in the building the way this crowd is assembled.
It feels like 40,000.
As a tough take there by Donterius James. Able to earn himself some free ones.
We weren't able to get to our dinner because there's so many people in this.
And you know
our dinner is being held hostage in a room in the back here, and we're trapped and we can't go get our dinner because
that's the sacrifice. That's the sacrifice that only you're going to find on AdidasUprising.com and BallsLife.com. It's Donterius James at the charity stripe. Again, a look at the head coach of SC Supreme. He always holds his son tight during these games. And as the police back in attendance here, trying to keep the peace in general and not let this thing boil over to bedlam. Harkless for three. That one left short.
Now,
Rebound taken by Moore, and he'll get it safely to Zadarius Bozer. Up the floor to Dotson. Dotson, he finds James. Tough takeoff glass. Second chance, yes. Devin Dotson, that's why they added him. He's ranked number 33 on the 2018 class of rivals, and he has offers all over the country. Great addition to this team.